Kim, what is our second main topic today?
Okay, this comes from Joseph McCray. He says, "Hey, John, Matrix producer James McTeigue states that they have no plans in mind for a sequel to The Matrix Resurrections. And do you think we could ever get a sequel? What are your thoughts, and bring on the filthy?"
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, look, it's been a big topic of conversation around here this week. Look, you guys know, I'm not going to make any, false assertions about this. I have not been excited for Matrix 4. I'm the only person in my circle that was not excited for Matrix 4. And everybody always say to me this past year, how can you not be excited for Matrix 4? And I'm like, well, look, I'm interested in it, but the reality is this. The Matrix was groundbreaking, revolutionary, amazing. But after The Matrix, Matrix 2 and 3 went downhill fast. I like Matrix 2 more than most people do, but even I consider Matrix 2 to be a significant step down from the first Matrix, and then the vast majority of people out there hated Matrix 3. And what have we had since Matrix 3? The Wachowskis have gone on to make some of the worst cinematic films in history. And they've also done a couple interesting things. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's been crap after crap. I don't mean to say that. They've done some interesting things as well. But I mean, when I look at all that whole body of work and evidence, I'm like, you're going to have to tell me why I should feel excited about Matrix 4. I don't really see any reason to be excited, but let's go and see it. So I went in to watch Matrix 4, hoping it would be awesome. It was certainly great to see Keanu Reeves back in the role of Neo and see Carrie-Anne Moss back and all that kind of stuff. But for me, the movie fell flat on its face. The moment Warner Brothers was the bad guy of the movie, I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. I kind of half mentally checked out, and then every point along the way, I'm just like, wait, what? Why are they doing that? Rayor apparently liked it, and a number of other people out there liked it. And that's great. If you liked it, that's awesome. I celebrate that. And then I said a number of months ago, I said, I don't think Matrix makes 50 million opening weekend. And people thought I was crazy. And it made 12 million opening weekend.
Aye.
So the question then started to become, could they do another one? Could they do another Matrix film at this point? And I've said, I can't imagine. Like, when you look at Matrix 4 and you see how it ends, I can see why you'd think, well, they've left this open door for them to do more. But apparently, and I don't know if this was their thinking before the box office results came in or after, but apparently, no, Matrix 5 isn't on the table. Anyway, this comes to us from the folks over at Screen Crush who write the following. James McTeigue, who served as a producer on The Matrix Resurrections, has confirmed that there is no fifth Matrix movie in the works. Following the movie's open ending, fans began speculating how another installment could answer some major questions still lingering about in the Matrix universe. But, according to McTeigue, the film's conclusion is open to audience interpretation. Look, he says, for us, I think, at the moment, it's just the movie you've seen. We've got no prequel in mind. We've got no sequel in mind. We've got no further trilogy. That comes to us from the producer of Matrix Resurrections, James McTeigue. But also, he's not the only one. Keanu Reeves is also now saying, yeah, we're not going to be doing another one. So this comes to us from the folks over at NME, where he writes, if I had to cast a ballot, no, not a ballot, a vote, I would say that Lana would not do another Matrix, he added. Producer James McTeigue also confirms there are no plans for any more Matrix movies. So it kind of looks like this thing is dead in the water, which is fine. Not every movie needs to have more sequels, right? At some point, a franchise ends. Which then brings up the question, should they have ever made The Matrix 4? Especially when you start looking at the box office that it's having, the response that it's getting. And by the way, I may not like the film, but there are a bunch of people out there who do. And the majority, not a big majority, but a majority of the critics out there like this film too. So I'm actually in the minority here. And that's cool. That's fine. But with the results the film is getting, should they have ever made the fourth one? And I'm going to say something that might surprise you. Yeah, they should have made the fourth one. I mean, look, I wasn't excited about it, but when you have an IP that is as beloved as Matrix, and Keanu Reeves is, I mean, we're in the tail end of it now, but we are still in the, Keanu-sance. when you have Keanu Reeves, who might be like the most beloved Hollywood star out there right now, everybody who doesn't love Keanu Reeves, good Canadian kid, who doesn't love this guy? Everybody loves him. Of course they do. So when you've got that IP with this guy who's at the height of his star power again, and there's been a lot of people who have wanted another Matrix. Even though I wasn't interested, it absolutely was the right move to do another Matrix film. It was absolutely the right move to roll the dice and try another Matrix film. It didn't work out. Okay. I still think it was the right thing to try. Maybe they should have gone with a new director. Maybe it shouldn't have been. Or, I mean, look, if it was me, if I'm the studio, I'm either like, you get both the Wachowskis back or we go in another direction. That thing concerned me when we found out it was only the one Wachowski doing it. But still, whatever. I still think it was a valiant attempt. And there are people out there who like it. Like Ray Ora sitting over here. And many of you guys in the live chat probably liked it too. And that's great.
One thought, like when I was watching The Matrix, and this doesn't have to do with The Matrix, but the new Agent Smith,
right?
Whenever he came on screen, if they make a Mortal Kombat sequel, I just kept thinking, Johnny Cage. That's Johnny Cage right there. Yeah, I don't know why. It might be the dumbest thing I've ever thought, but like every time he was on screen, I was like, especially when he had the glasses on, I was like, that's Johnny Cage.
Well, by the way, speaking of the new Agent Smith, there's Anne hanging out in L.A. with Agent Smith.
Is that
Yeah, that's Groff. That's King George.
Maybe I was thinking of a different guy.
Yeah, there's Anne with him hanging out in the streets of L.A.
I tell you, she's awesome. She just gets like all the coolest opportunities. This woman, wow.
Yeah, and is everything. But anyway, but yeah. So, I mean, there it is. Kim, let me ask you this. I know, like, you're not huge on Matrix 4, but when you look back on it now, all things considered, now we've got Keanu Reeves saying, yeah, we're not going to do another one. When you got the producer saying we got no plans to do anymore. When you look at the box office stuff that's happening. Was it a good move to do Matrix 4, or do you think ultimately it was a mistake to do this film overall? Like, what's your thoughts on that right now?
I believe it was a good move, and the way it was done, for me, a lot of people will disagree. It was a missed opportunity. It was a missed opportunity in this day and age of comic book movies and visual effects just being incredible. It was a missed opportunity to do something, again, that was amazing. I don't believe we've reached the highest of heights in VFX or cinematography, and I feel like they could have really sat down and said, look, we are pioneers. If you can't capture it 100% again, you can still do something that's really amazing and out of the box. And I feel like it was a missed opportunity in terms of kind of not recapturing the exact energy of the first one, but at least being in the vein of that energy and being able to look at a Matrix 4 and going, it wasn't as great as the first one, but don't you love that they tried this new, this, that, or the other? I'm fine with the fact that they made a fourth one, but the way it was done for me was a missed opportunity. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying we're done. There's nothing wrong with a director leaving it all on the table and saying, I have nothing left to say. That's okay that you can't make a 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I really believe there's something admirable about saying, because I have nothing left to say, I'm done, instead of what I felt like this was, which was saying, I don't have much to say, but let's just do it anyway.
That's just my opinion. This was also a movie that didn't have much to say, unfortunately. Well, I mean, according to me,
to me, directors and writers, I know they come from a personal place, and so I can't speak on anyone's behalf, but just as the viewer and someone who's loved the franchise, that's just how I feel.
Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Are you surprised that they're not going to try another kick at the can and make a Matrix 5? Do you think, hey, listen, Keanu may be saying that, the producer may be saying that, but I still think they're going to make another one. Like, maybe you think they will make another Matrix at some point. Whatever you guys are feeling about this, jump down into the comment section below and leave your thoughts there.